Hello, and welcome again to the Personal Fitness 3 channel. Today I'm just going to share with you just the very few supplements that I take, and these are the ones that are in pill form. And I mentioned in another video, your best bet is to try to eat foods that will provide you the majority of your vitamins and minerals and different things like that your body needs. There's a lot of times that your body needs things or can utilize things that it may not produce itself, or that you may or may not get from your food that you eat. So sometimes I think it's important to, supplement those with different products that are out. And I just try to keep it simple. My basic goal is to get healthy, fit, and stay that way and maintain it. But I'm trying to avoid just coughing up a whole lot of money and just buying a whole lot of different things and putting so much stuff into my body. So I'm trying to keep it simple and just see what can I accomplish with just a few things compared to having a whole shelf full of stuff, a whole closet full of things, So one of the things that I like to take as a man, and I'm sure, as females, you could also find something similar, but then made for women. But one of the things that I take is a multivitamin. And this is my particular one that I use. It's Men's One A Day, by the maker of Bayer. And it's just something I take once a day, every day. And, whether it really helps or not, I don't know. But I know that I hardly ever go to the doctor. If I do, it's for something like tonsillitis or strep throat, or if I hurt myself working on my power equipment. But this is what I just take every day. And one of the reasons why I like this particular brand is because, first of all, let me just read what it says. Oops, sorry about that. But one of the things that I like about this, it says with heart health support, it's a multivitamin for men, specifically formulated for men. And it's a complete multivitamin with more formulated to support heart health, healthy blood pressure, immunity, and physical energy. And like I said, one of the things that I really like about this, I can say I like about it, but I've read somewhere where iron, for men, we don't need to take extra iron. I'm sure we have to have some iron, but we get iron from our food for the most part. But, as a supplement, we don't need it because I think our body doesn't have a way of, I don't know what's the word, I won't say get rid of it, but, for it to utilize it, be produced, get out the body. Because I know when women, you have certain things that women have, and they lose a lot of blood and lose a lot of iron, and a lot of women are anemic. But for, I believe, most men, you don't need that extra iron, apart from what we already get from our food. But this just has just basic things. These are just like what's in this particular vitamins. Magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, lycopene, just some basic things. Your vitamin A, C, D, as vitamin D3, vitamin E, K, thiamine, riboflavin. So just a lot of basic things that you need. And I really like this vitamin. I don't have any problem with it. There's no stomach upsets. I believe it digests well. Dissolves in my stomach, good and everything. But that's just what I take. Men's One A Day vitamin. I've heard about Centrum and all those other vitamins, but I'm just not really sure about them. So I've just been sticking with this since I feel pretty good with it. Another thing that I take is calcium, magnesium, and zinc tablets. It's one tablet, but it has the calcium, magnesium, and zinc in it, and it's made with D3, vitamin D. And this is another dietary supplement. This is like 300 tablets in a bottle, and it says it helps build strong bones and teeth. And I know as we age, our bones start to get brittle and frail, and I ain't trying to fall and hurt my hips. But it also says it helps build strong bones and teeth. It says this formula provides the necessary nutrients that also aid in nerve, muscle, and metabolic functions. Zinc also participates in antioxidant processes. Vitamin D improves calcium absorption. I believe that's why they put it all together. And of course, this says these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So, we take these products, and most of all of them say that, and hopefully they help or do close to what they say they're going to do. But this one has no artificial flavors, no preservatives, and no yeast or gluten. Serving size is 1 tablet, which you could take 1 tablet up to 3 times daily. I usually just take 1 a day. You take it with meals. And like I said, I just feel like, this is something that's important as far as not just my muscles, but it is something that could help my bones as well, Then I think that would be good. And my third thing that I take, I'm out of it right now, so I just had to pull up a picture on my tablet, is krill oil. I read and heard about it on TV about getting your healthy fats, and one way to get it is through krill oil. I heard this is like just as good as taking fish oil, but without the fishy smell and odors and stuff like that. And it has different things, important to you, like omega-3s and things like that. This one is an extra triple strength one. This one contains about 1,000 milligrams. It says it may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease, and it promotes circulatory and joint health. So that's another thing why I want to take that, because it's going to help my joints and hopefully help my heart and my circulatory system. Then that's something that I want to make sure I have and take. And I still eat fish anyway, but I think this has some other things. This is another one that if I don't have that krill oil, I think this is another good one type of krill oil, and this one is by Mega Red. So and this one is a lower dosage, it's about 500 milligrams. This particular one has about 80-day supply in it. But it says powerful antioxidants, no fishy odor or aftertaste, may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. It's a supportive, but not conclusive research shows that consumption of EPA and DHA, omega-3 fatty acids, may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. So, like I said, some of these things, it's not like, it's guaranteed, but, I think it's something to try and see if you notice any improvements to your system, or if it just seems to have some kind of health benefits for you. But those are the basic 3 things that I use pill-wise as supplements. Now, as far as powder form supplements, this bad boy right here, and you can see that almost on every video you look up, because that is just an amazing protein. When I first started really using supplements years ago, I would read the magazines, of course, and I tried different products like products from Muscle Tech, and they had the Cell Tech and the Nitro-Tech, and of course it's just like the label, I think, probably caught my attention more than anything, and I thought it was probably one of the best products, of course, based on the label and what it looked like, and you saw it in almost every magazine every time you open one up. So that's what I started with, but then I was like, man, these things are getting expensive. So I started going to like the vitamin shop instead of GNC, and I started noticing Optimum Nutrition, and it was like, man, the label they used to have was awesome. I mean, years ago, if anybody remember that black label, it just looked hot. But anyway, they changed it, and this is still cool. But I said I'm gonna try this basically because it was less expensive. That was the one thing, because like I said, I don't want to just be out there spending a whole lot of money. I'm trying to do things pretty much on a budget, so to speak. How can I, get fit and healthy and stay that way without, spending a whole lot of money, because that's not what I really want to do. I'm not out trying to, necessarily compete or do anything like that, but I just want to do the basics. And I'm trying to see how, if it's possible for me to do it without spending a whole lot of money. So I started using this because, like I said, it was a lot cheaper for the same size, and you had plenty of servings, and it just looked like what it had in it, was just something that would, be useful for me and my journey to getting, healthier and fit and staying that way. So I started using this double rich chocolate. Oh my goodness, it's good. And one of the things I try to do is not use too much water. You can use 6 to 8 ounces per serving or scoop, and to me it mixes well, so I can go on the low end and just get that rich chocolatey taste. If you start with more water, then it just gets a little more watery. But this one is like 24 grams of protein per serving, 5.5 branch chain amino acids, BCAAs, 4 grams of glutamine and glutamic acid, and it has some other things in it as well. But I believe this is a good protein. I'll talk more in another video about how I take it, each day, whether I work out or not. And whether before, after, or during, however. But that's my main thing. If I don't get anything else, I'm getting my protein shake. Okay. Another thing I'm doing is this. Is, you know, creatine is something that, you know, I've read about, and one of the things I think I like about it is you hardly hear anything bad about creatine. But, you know, more and more as, you know, the market is growing, they're coming out with different types of creatine, different forms. And so there's sometimes you'll come out with a form of something and it may affect people in an adverse way. So, you know, I've heard people taking different things, and some of them had stomach problems or other kind of issues. But this one particular product, I went and got it, and I said I'm gonna try it out because, of course, like I said earlier, I was using the Muscle Tech products. You know, I was using the Cell Tech and the Nitro Tech. You know, their protein and their creatine formulas. But it was just getting so expensive. So I said, you know, I'm gonna have to switch up. So, like I said, I started using the Optimum Nutrition Gold Whey, 100% whey. And then I started noticing that on the show, because I hadn't bought creatine in a long time, because like I said, it was just too expensive. So I started, you know, just reading a little bit more lately, and then and watching some videos. And I keep hearing people talk about this beast. It's called Creature by a company called Beast. It says since 1995. It's quick dissolved powder. Helps enhance muscle and strength, supports endurance, and accelerates recovery. In every video or review just about that I've read or saw, you know, really highly touts this particular creatine. And one of the things I like about it is it's compact. The scoops are smaller compared to where they used to be, with big scoops like the protein shakes, and it mixes well. So. But I haven't tried this particular one yet. I'm getting ready to try it. The first one that I tried that was in a smaller size like this was Muscle Farms creatine. I think it's a kind of a new company. I'm not sure, but I'm not 100% sure if I was really getting results from it. The only thing about that one too is like it said use 3 scoops. It's like 5 grams of creatine a scoop. I thought 3 scoops was 5 grams, but that's each scoop, but they want you to take 3 of them, so I don't know. But this one I think is different. I think with this one, it says it's 60 servings per container. I don't even know if I got the right flavor, but this one says citrus, so I'll just have to try and see if it works. But I'm sorry. I don't see the directions. Oh, here it is, sorry. It says suggested use as a dietary supplement. Sorry, I don't got it in the shot. Use 1 level scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of water 30 minutes prior to workout, and again 30 minutes after workout. On non-scheduled workout days, take 1 level scoop in the morning and 1 level scoop in the evening. Real simple. So I'm gonna try this, and I'll make another video later and give my review, my opinion of it, because I'm looking forward to it. But that's my second powder form. Oh, and the other thing that I'm gonna take, which I don't even have it up yet. I don't have it yet, but I've been thinking about pre-workouts. I'm not really sure about getting pre-workout formulas, but they have one. There's 2 of them that I'm just thinking about. One of them I got a sample of when I went to the store. That's by Optimum Nutrition, and it's a new one that they have called Pre. It's just called Pre. And it's by, let's see if I can pull it real quick. If you're just curious, I'm using the Asus Transformer tablet, Transformer pad, TF300T. And this one, of course, I get the keyboard out. Maybe I'll do a video about that one. But this is an awesome tablet. Okay, let me see very quick. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's it right there. Platinum Pretty. That's one type. I have to see if there's any real reviews, because all I've really been seeing is just like their own ad produced, information on it. But that one, and let me just see if I can do this one. Craze. C-R-A-Z-E. Let me just see if I can do it that way, if it'll show. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. Right there. That's the one I'm thinking about trying. It's by Driven Sports. Craze Performance Fuel. So that's a pre-workout that I've been hearing a lot about, and I've been seeing 10 out of 10 stars, rating, and so I'm gonna see. But like I said, for the most part, protein and creatine are two things that I take, and if I only take one, it'll just be that protein, just so I can get enough protein in a day, because my goal is to build muscle, and of course, kind of getting lean. I want to just be more detailed oriented, But that's something, if anybody's heard about this, I'd love to hear a comment or even another video response or anything that you know about pre-workouts. That's something I'm really curious about. And also any of the other products that I've shared with you. If you have any advice or suggestions or information, whether it's about protein or creatine or multivitamins or, krill or fish oil or things like that, healthy fats. And again, also with pre-workouts, if you have any information, please share it with me so that I and others, will benefit from it. But thank you again, and thanks for watching. Take care.